Beautiful, lovely people, let's do this tutorial for a wonderful sister of mine. I actually don't have time again for tutorials, but I must have to do this particular one. Now, this particular style is very simple. It's just about wrapping. It's just about strap wrapped around the body. But if you say you want to follow it as strap that is wrapped around the body, you understand, the person go wear am, e no go balance. The person go dey waka, dey draw, dey adjust. So we need to cut this. We need to cut it in a way that it will be a top. You just carry it, you wear it, and you tie your belt behind. So that's the essence. If not, this particular top you are seeing is just strap that is wrapped around the body. But now we want to convert that strap, because if you say you want to sell it as a single straight strap, for me to be tying it, I might not tie it like this. So I want to convert it to a top so that it will look like immediately I take it and I wear, all I need to do is buckle the waist at the back or hook the waist at the back or button it. Then I tie my belt and then I move immediately. Do you understand? So it's going to be a very simple and straightforward tutorial. If you are going to be patient, please let me use this opportunity to beg people. I have people requesting for tutorials on my channel. Any tutorial you see me do is basically for somebody. So if there's something I did that you do not understand, please do well to ask me kindly. Or if there's anything that I caught that you need more explanation on, chat me. That's why I always have my phone number on the screen. Chat me up on my screen. If not, the person will be saying na him get the tutorial go don't understand wetin I caught, even though you do not understand. Do you understand? So let's go right into this tutorial, and God bless you so much. Good morning. Welcome to today's tutorial. So today we are going to be making this beautiful top that you are seeing on the screen. Like I always used to say, I'll say the one I know. The top is a simple top. It's just that it's a little bit complicated at the back. Okay, so let's go right into the tutorial. Now, the front shouldn't really take us time. I think I've made something like this, but it was a corporate gown. So I'll just run through the explanation and then we run from there. So now, we are going to create a basic body. Create this on a pattern so it will be clear for you. So when you are transferring it to your fabric, it's just to go and cut. But if you start marking all these things on your fabric, you might end up making mistake. But then if you are a pro and you know how to do it, so now let's go into the tutorial. My neckline is 2.5 on the shoulder by 3 inches. This style, please do not forget, try as much as possible to use a stretchy fabric. But if you cannot use a stretchy fabric, now I will tell you what to do later on the shoulder because of the slanting. I will come down by all this we do not need, but we need these areas. Okay, now this is the bust point, which I'm going to be marking. We'll mark it on the armhole, mark it here. This is the underbust. But then if your underbust is 13.5, come down by 1 inch. Whatever your underbust is, come down by 1 inch, because that's where we are going to be cutting the waistline. Now the length of the waist, which is like 2 inches below your waistline. If your waistline is 16, make it 18 inches. Don't let the top to get to the hip. So you can see how this one is hanging. It's just a little bit above the waistline. So I have something like this. Now, this is where our waistline started. The one that looks like a band, right? This is where it is. Now, this is the upper part. Now, remember that your neckline went sharp V into that waistline. Do you understand? Now, we come to the shoulder line. If your fabric is stretchy, you can as well just make the front into the back without joining. But if your fabric is stretchy, please cut out this front, then you cut the back separately so that you'll be able to do your shoulder slanting. If not, it will be gapping. Okay, except if the person will pull the strap at the back very well to be able to lap. Now this is for the front. Now we are going to work on this shoulder. Now on this shoulder, you see that it came down a little bit. You can make it by like, maybe you can just add like 5 inches or anyhow you want to do it. 5 inches, and then you connect. Okay, you connect like so. Can you see what I did? You connect like so. Now, for the back, I will show you what to do. But let me explain with this. Now, this is a human being that is standing, and this is the back position of this my client, not the front. Now, this is where my blouse came from. Do you understand? From what we drew here. Now, this thing went as a stripe, like so. Do you understand? This is what we have at the back. Okay. Now, this still back side has a band, just like this front. But it's just that the band of the back, the waist of the back is low. So while you are cutting, you cut the waist of the back to be low. So this strap will be joined here and here. Let's go ahead. Let me show you what I mean. Now, what I have to measure for the strap at the back is measure from here. To get this strap, you will measure from here to here. Okay? For each side, you will measure from here to here. And again, then you attach the belt to it. The longer the belt, the more beautiful it is, or the more the person can be able to play around it. So you can make the belt to be times 2.5 of this length. So if this length is 7 inches, you can make the belt alone to be 14.5. You can make the belt alone to be 17. So the longer the belt, the more beautiful, because the person can actually tie it at the back or take it round to the front and connect it again back to and tie it properly so that I can cinch the waist very well. So now if this is 7 inches and this is 17 inches, so we have a total of 24 inches. So now this band, we are not going to measure 24 inches from here. And this is it right here. Let's say this is it here. Okay. So what we are going to be doing is connecting this line to this point. And you now determine how wide do you want your belt to be. Okay, I might be wanting my belt to be 5 inches wide, right? I want it to be 5 inches wide. So I will measure 5 inches around here, which is like this and like this. It actually does not really have can you see? So this is what I have. Now let's go ahead and cut it out. First of all, I will be cutting out the waist. So this is the front with the back that will go like so. Now let me cut it into unfold. So like this, my fabric is unfold. I will place it like so. Can you see how the front is going to look like? Can you see how the front is going to look like now? So this is the band part of the front. Okay, this is the band part of the front, and this is the bust area of the front. If it is a non-stretchy fabric, remove this particular part so you can come down by 1 inch and slope out your shoulder, do your shoulder slope so that I can slip on the shoulder. But if it is a stretchy fabric, there's no need for that, because as the person is pulling this rope to tie at the back, that shoulder is definitely going to align. So this is for the front. You can see how it is. This like so is for the front. Now I'm telling you that the back, apart from having this rope, still has this band, which you are going to be attaching, still has this band, and it's going to have a center line at the back. You know, this one does not have center line, but the one for the back is going to have a center line so that you can either put a hook, a button, or a small zip there. Do you understand? So by the time the person wants to wear it, if the person now takes this whole cloth, this is the pattern for the back waist for the front, right? So for the back, we cut out for the back. We cut out for the back, but the back is not going to be as pronounced as the front. So we are going to reduce the back by 2 inches, okay, like so. Can you see what I did? Now this center back is where you are going to put either zip, button, or hook. Now this is how it's going to look like. This is the front. From the front part, this is the front waistband and this is the back, the two sides of the back. Now here you are going to attach belt hold, because that is where this band belt is going to pass through. You are going to attach a belt hold here because the belt is going to pass through. See, this is the front. This is your band. This is your belt. This is your belt. Now, this belt is going to be crossed like so. It's going to be crossed like so. Can you see? This belt is going to be crossed like so. So this one, okay, is going to be, there's going to be a belt hold here, okay, where you will pass the belt hold like so, and you tie it. And you do what? You tie it. This is how the person is now going to tie it here. Can you see? This is how it is. Now this, you can see that the back has a band. This band is going to, when you buckle it, it will hold the waist. Now this particular one, okay, we still either, that's why it has to be very long. The beauty of this top is in this belt. It has to be very long, so the person can actually take it to the front, tie it, and bring it to the back. But anyhow, put a belt hold here that will guide this belt. Put a belt hold here, put a belt hold here, and that is all. This is basically what this cloth is about. Don't forget that the back also has a band. Okay, it also has a band, and that is basically all. It's actually a very beautiful top. If you follow what I have done now, you are going to achieve your own.